Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Lefs, yeah, and I'm accompanied here by Mindful Infestation, or Miles.
Hello.
And today we're gonna be doing something pretty interesting. Miles wanted to do this, so we're gonna talk about We're gonna do a little podcast type thing. On this podcast, we'll talk about different things like video games, stuff in the media, like video games, video game companies, TV shows, cartoons, movies, different things to just catch our interest and we just feel like talking about. And so we figured might as well talk about games that are going to be coming out soon because there are quite a bit.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about Bloodborne. I fucking hate this game, dude.
Bloodborne?
It's that game that's made by the people who made Dark Souls, and it's literally just the exact same fucking game, but like a
Oh
little
yeah, yeah,
different.
yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
I've watched so much gameplay and I was expecting something different. Like maybe they decided to change their formula or they just wanted to try something new, but no, it's the exact same game.
It really is.
I mean, I feel like there was just no creativity in it whatsoever. It's the exact same fucking game. Like you start out as like you don't know what your character looks like, then you customize your character and it's like, "Oh, you must go on a journey." And then you pick your weapon and you just go out into this world that just fucks you over.
Yeah.
I mean, of course it's like obviously being from the people who made this game, it's hard as shit.
Yeah, they usually are.
And it's just I don't feel like it's anything new. I don't why people buy into the hype that is this game.
Neither do I.
Like I just don't get it.
One of
There's
the other things I kind of wanted to talk about was the new Halo for PC only.
oh my god, that's a thing?
You didn't hear about that?
No, I haven't heard about it.
Okay, so I don't remember what it's called. I think it's just called like Halo something, Halo Online. And basically you have to buy almost everything to win. Like you can't earn coins as easy as you can just buy a bunch of them. And it's only released in Russia.
Really?
I don't know what they're doing with the game, but
A whole Halo game just for PC.
yeah, and it's only available in Russia.
That's really weird. Like I just don't find the point in it.
Neither do I. I think they were going to try it out and see how like the response was,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Hmm. We were talking about actually earlier. We were talking about earlier Mortal Kombat X.
Oh yeah,
I don't like Mortal Kombat in any way.
why not?
Because I've played like many different fighting games. I've played fighting games in my time. I've played many Street Fighter. I've played Tekken. I've played these fighting games that require a lot of, in my opinion, and like obviously if you watch any like video game tournaments, Street Fighter's always there, Tekken's always there, Mortal Kombat and oh no, Marvel vs. Capcom is always there. But because I feel like this game requires skill, those games require like massive combos and understanding your character's moves, and it requires a lot of skill and concentration. And but I played Mortal Kombat thinking, oh, this is gonna probably be another really cool fighting game. I feel like the person who just runs at the other guy the most and lands the most hits wins. I feel like there's no strategy to the game.
See, like sometimes it is strategy if you're playing with a person that knows how to play, but if it's a person that button mashes like me, there's no strategy to it.
But like when I think of like people who play Street Fighter, think of playing Street Fighter, I'm like I'll go online and be like, hey, but like when I play Street Fighter, like when I want to play Street Fighter, I want to play it to like really get on the edge of my seat, play a competitive match, and really get into the game. But when I just feel like relaxing and just dicking around with a friend, I'll put on Mortal Kombat. You know,
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat just has this different feeling to it.
See, another thing is like almost all fighting games are the exact same concept. I mean, so are like first person shooters and whatnot, but it just takes the fun away from it after you played like two or three of them. And like a lot of people are hyped for it, but they don't want to buy it because it's going to be the same game.
Yeah, I feel you, but it's just and also one big problem I have with this game. They try to add new characters like all the time, trying to make it like new and refreshed. But all of the characters are stupid, man. Like I heard they're putting Predator in there,
That
like from Aliens
why?
vs Predator.
Why?
I don't. I mean, I thought after what's his face, the murderer dude, what? Oh my god, like long. What's his face? Fucking long blades for fingers.
Oh,
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy, yeah.
Yeah, I thought after Freddy Krueger they would stop. I was like, oh come on, how can you get like? There's no way they can get stupider than that. Now they're putting the Predator in this game.
Well, I mean, they put Scorpion in Injustice for no reason.
Well, yeah, because the people who made Mortal Kombat made Injustice.
Yeah, but still, there was no reason to put him in there.
There's no reason to put fucking Freddy Krueger. He has nothing
There,
to do
there
with the
really
story.
isn't.
There's no point. There's no point of Predator. Like, oh man, dude, like, what person are you gonna talk to? He's gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna get that new Mortal Kombat game. Why? Because I want to play as the Predator.
Because, dude, you know, the Predator,
Dude, that's so rad.
he's gonna go invisible for half the match and then pop out of nowhere and kill you.
Yep, yeah. I just don't find like. I feel like they try to make the game refreshed every time, but it's just the same game to me over and over. And I remember like I understand what your argument like with like first person shooters and many like different games of that formula.
Yeah. But I think it's just, like, all the new stuff, like, the new maps, the new guns, the new, like, physics of the game, and, like, the new storyline is definitely a big thing. For people that have played, like, all the Call of Duty games
Yeah.
together, like, the storyline kind of connects, but there's been pieces that don't really go together.
I feel like most people use like most people look at Call of Duty and they're just like, oh man, that was really cool. And sometimes, and I feel like most of the people like, I think the most in depth story you can possibly get from zombies is from Call of Duty is the zombies. Like lots of people
Yeah.
are like, oh dude, the story of zombies, that's awesome. But it's like to think about it, that's just like zombies. It's not even like that's as far as you can go with Call of Duty, which is really disappointing.
Yeah. And then they tried to do this whole alien thing, which
Yeah.
didn't work out very well.
After World at War, Call of Duty to me just became really unappealing.
Dude, Black Ops 2, I think that game was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'll play Call of Duty with some friends.
Yeah.
I'll play Call of Duty with you, but I'm not like one of those guys who's like hardcore Call of Duty players.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, I'm not about that life.
I tried to get into it in, like, Prestige, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna get into it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Speaking of first-person shooters, man, Battlefield Hardline is the dumbest shit I've seen.
Alright, let's take Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, and Payday, and put them all together.
It's not even that. It's just like literally, I'm telling you, and and any person who has looked at it deeply has realized that what they tried to do with this game with Battlefield Hardline, they tried to make this cop versus robbers thing. And don't get me wrong, that's an awesome concept, but they really fucked it up. Like,
Yeah, they did.
you get like 4 or 5 weapons like you get 3 or 4 weapons as a certain class. Like there's certain weapons for the crooks, there's certain weapons for the cops, which is really limited, which is really stupid.
Yeah.
It's literally just a reprint of Battlefield 4 but with added cops and crook stuff. And there's some appealing stuff. The story is not one of them. The campaign is really bad. It's really stupid. You play as like some cop with the
Yeah.
most generic like cop show story ever. Spoilers: you play as this cop, and then eventually the head boss or like the director of like the cop of the office you work at, they're all dirty cops, and then you get betrayed, and then your other friend who actually betrayed you got betrayed as well. So she was like, "Oh, yo, let's work together and kill this guy," and that is the basic story of the game. Hunting down and killing the guy who betrayed you.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it's like I said, the like any generic
Cop movies.
yeah,
and-
cop drama or movie. It's just not fun, man.
Do you think they're gonna make another Five Nights at Freddy's?
I don't know. I really felt like the newest one, Five Nights 3, was really meant to just advance the story. I felt like they didn't care about the gameplay. I felt like they just slapped something together and push it out and made it to advance the story. And for us, and at the end of it, spoilers. At the end of it, you do actually you find out that the ghosts of the dead children are put to rest. They all calm down. You make them feel better. They're all set to rest after it. And this one obviously it's like in the early 2000s. So you're just playing as the guy, and you're finding out that the ghost had been put to rest. But the guy, the animatronic Snaptrap, he is the phone guy from Five Nights 2 and 1 inside that suit. That's the story. That's like what I felt. That's just the game. And like I said, I felt like they just wanted to advance the story by slapping some game together.
Yeah.
I mean,
See,
go ahead.
but what he usually did with his website is like gave status updates posted on it like almost every day. But now there's just a picture of a hat, and sometimes he likes to leave like little clues and hints about what he's doing in the coding. Couldn't find anything. It looks all normal, and it's just a picture of Freddy Fazbear's hat in the spotlight. So that either means they're done, or the show must go on.
I don't know. I don't feel like they could do anything though.
Neither do I. But see, with all the stuff at the end of the third game, spoilers. It said they were selling parts for auction and stuff. So I wonder if somebody's gonna make something with the spare parts and just have something go wrong.
Well, at the end of the game, you do find out that that place, the reenactment place, did burn to the ground.
Yeah.
So maybe maybe like all the parts are gone and there will be no auction. But I mean, for me, I feel like if they do make another game, I feel like it's at the very start. It's gonna be really just unforgivably bad. I feel like they're just gonna slap something together again. I mean, I'm just gonna be very disappointed in it from the start because of I feel like at the end of this game, Five Nights 3, that the story is done. The ghosts are put to rest. There's nothing else you can do unless you decide, hey, fuck you, pull a Shyamalan and pull a stupid ass twist. JK, LOL, they actually weren't put to rest, and the story continues. Which I would be again very disappointed in the creators of these games.
Five Nights at Freddy's first-person shooter, trying to save the world from animatronics
Oh my god.
in Titan suits.
Oh my god. I don't know about that. But
They've been making some pretty good money off of it, though.
oh yeah, totally. It is they are swimming in it at this point, dude. Five Nights
Yeah.
like it's not like still even after the fact, even after Five Nights 1, 2 and 3 have been released, they're still getting downloads. People are still buying them. It's not like sales are never going down for this thing. It's still going.
Yeah, it did.
But until like more YouTubers release what happens in the good ending, people were just like, "Oh, I already know the ending. I don't need to buy the game," and sales will go down.
Yeah.
Because I remember when the game first came out, within the first couple of days, people had obviously already beat it, and they got the bad ending because no one knew what to do. And then I think the first person I found to actually find the good ending or the real ending of the game was Markiplier. Markiplier found he got all of his information off the internet, but
Well, yeah, everybody does.
he got his information off the internet, beat the game, and showed me the good ending. And I was actually planning on buying the game just for funsies, but I was like, oh, I already know the ending, and I'm not gonna go on my way to get the good ending like this, so I really don't care.
Yeah, it's like you can play the game and try to do it all at once, but it makes the game even harder.
Oh yeah, like the process to find the ending of the game is really convoluted. It's like when you play like those mini games after you die or after the nights, you have to do this really specific thing, and you have to like jump, like you have to go to the corner of this mini game and jump off the edge, and you'll glitch through the areas.
I don't know how anybody figured this out.
Me neither. Like someone really had the time.
Somebody
in their
sat
life
down, yeah, for like days on end and walked every pixel.
and like looked around and just like walked around for hours trying to find something. And even that part, like that whole jumping out and you'll glitch through the area, you either went up or down, but like you didn't get what you were looking for on the first attempt. You had to keep going. So the person who found this out was still testing stuff, you know. Like I don't know who has time in their life for that.
I don't. I think I'd just get bored of it too easy.
Imagine Five Nights at Freddy on like a next gen console, like on a Xbox One or PlayStation 4.
I can't really see it because it's like a Steam Greenlight game, so it means it was like indie developer, and then it somehow got there.
Oh, I think actually, I think it would. I think the Five Nights would be really perfect on the Wii U because of the gamepad and the game.
Yeah,
The gamepad
like
can be
it
like
like
your camera
it
system.
feels your touch on it, and it like shuts off your TV, so it's just you on the cameras.
Imagine like in Five Nights One you had to pick up the camera system to look at it.
Yeah,
Imagine like you do that and like the way to look at your camera system is that you literally pick up your Wii U gamepad and look
and
at it,
like on it
and then
on the
on the screen,
gamepad
yeah,
is
on the
just the
screen,
map,
it's
but
the
on your TV
cameras.
screen is the cameras. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
and
awesome.
and then the way you move left and right is that you move the gamepad left, move it right, and then you tap on the buttons to turn the lights on and close the doors and stuff. I think that'd be actually really immersive, like
Yeah.
because like you really, I for me definitely, I would feel like I was really
I would
in there.
definitely play that in the dark. I think it would be a really good experience.
Yeah, that actually be pretty cool to like experience. Like it'd be like I said, it'd be very immersive. And then
Oh
playing
yeah.
it in the dark and having like the no and like putting your TV volume to max and just like getting immersed in like the game volume and hearing Freddy laugh and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be actually really cool. Also, speaking of next gen consoles, did you hear about the order?
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about the order? Why
No,
not?
it's such a dumb game.
It's not even dumb. Okay, I'll give you this. I'll give you this. The order you have to give credit where it's due, man. It is a beautiful game. It is
Well,
a
yes. Yes, it
beautiful
is.
game. But and even like the cutscenes are beautiful, and at first I
No.
figured it being like a Call of Duty where like it was a beautiful cutscenes, but then the gameplay sucked. But no, it literally looks like you're playing a movie for me.
Yeah, but the gameplay, like
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The gameplay
that's
doesn't
that's the only thing I have to like cut it off on.
the
Like
gameplay
that
doesn't carry up.
sucks.
Yeah,
No.
it is a gorgeous game to look at.
You either stay behind and shoot guns, and it's like the same experience every time, or you just run up and punch some dude in the face.
Lots of people have compared it to Gears of War, like gameplay style, but bad.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can see that, but I don't think it was as good.
Yeah.
I mean, Gears of War, you had more action into it. Like, you
Oh
could
yeah.
run around anywhere and do whatever you wanted.
Well, yeah, on easier difficulty, on harder
Yeah.
difficulty, the locust would just run up to you and chainsaw you in half.
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
But like I said, man, to be honest, I wouldn't buy the game. I would just go on YouTube and watch like the movie, just like watch
Oh
all the
yeah,
cutscenes.
just like all the cutscenes.
Yeah, I would do that because it is a beautiful game to look at. Props to Sony because I know the Order is an exclusive game. Props to you guys. Well done.
Yeah, they've been working on their graphics really good.
Yeah, they've really been looking at the quality and the rendering of games. Like this is that game's a solid 1080p.
Yeah, and now that there's 4K displays out, like monitors and TVs, they're working on it even harder.
Yeah.
Ah, dude, have you seen like any of the Escapist?
Escapist. I don't even know what that is.
It's like it's a bunch of little pixel dudes, and you're sent to prison
Oh
for
yeah, I saw more.
whatever, and you try to break out.
Yeah, I've seen Markiplier play this.
Dude, that game started with like Jacksepticeye and like 3 or 4 other YouTubers, and it's just branched out. And ever since then, it's gone on to Xbox, and it's been thrown around to like every YouTuber.
Yeah,
It looks like a legitimately fun game that you could play again and again,
yeah.
but then it'd get boring.
And for me, like when I very first saw, it, I'm like, oh, this is probably some generic like process game, like do this, do
Yeah.
that, get out. But no, that's actually not it because the AI are randomly generated. They have like basically minds of their own. No playthrough is like the first. You actually have to work your way out, gain trust, do missions, do quests, and slowly and surely get your way out. Which reminds me of the movie with the one with Morgan Freeman where the guy's in prison. Oh, the Shawshank Redemption. That guy,
Yeah.
in the movie, if you haven't seen it, it's literally about this guy who goes to prison and he works his way out of prison. You know, he lives his prison life, like he meets all
Yeah.
these people and stuff, and he gets this fork or a spoon or something. No, it was a piece of the wall that chipped out, and he uses the wall to get out, and that's basically it. He just lived his life in prison, but at the same time, he was also slowly. It took him like a couple, like 10 some odd years or something like that, a long time to get out. And that's like the same
Yeah.
way for this game. You can't just rush out. You have to talk to people,
Yeah.
which I found really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, that's a cool concept, and it makes
Oh,
the
yeah.
game way more playable than what it should be.
Definitely. Just one thing that I have to say about that game is one, it looks okay. I mean, for a pixel type looking game,
Yeah.
and the gameplay looks pretty fun, but the way that they've like brought it over to Xbox, they've changed everything.
Really?
Like the items are different. Like some are good and some are bad. Like they switched it out. The controls, it doesn't matter how strong you are, how fast you are, as long as you keep button mashing, which I think is kind of dumb
Yeah.
because on PC you have to like work your way up.
Yeah, you have to like get, upgrade your strength and your speed and stuff. You have to like work out at the jail
Yeah.
prison, the prison like gym.
Something that I haven't seen that I want them to kind of put in the game is random people can run up and like hit you or punch you because you have missions to beat people up,
Yeah.
and I want them to have like stuff like that where they come after you.
That'd be cool. I think that'd be an interesting mechanic.
So you have to like always watch your back.
Yeah.
Like people can steal from your desk.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
What?
because I mean, you're doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
why can't they? I mean, why are
Yeah.
they just like delusional like AI prison mates?
I mean, that's what they are, but
Well, you know, you get what I'm saying. Like, well, they don't
Yeah.
have to be like idiotic and just like, hey, do this quest for me, do this quest for me, and not be involved in the game whatsoever.
yeah,
One flaw I did find in that game, though, I know like in the every morning in that game, like in the game like morning, or at night, the commissioner or like the warden of the prisons like random room check, and he'll check random AI or your
Yeah.
room at random. And I've seen Markiplier play this. I've seen other YouTubers play it. For some reason, I've always seen this flaw. He'll say your name and he'll be like, "I'm gonna check your room," but they never do. And they're storing they're storing stuff in their crate, but they never find anything. They never check their room.
yeah,
I've always found this flaw in the game, which I thought was really ridiculous because I thought like, oh man, that's cool. You really have to worry and you have to work fast. You have to worry if the warden checks your room, but they never do.
no, not really.
They never check your room, which is a big game flaw. You're setting the player up to
But
feel
I,
like
I have seen people get room checked and like they've been kicked out of their room. They've had all their stuff taken away.
I've never seen that with like Markiplier or any other YouTubers I've seen play it. For me,
With Jacksepticeye had it happen to him. I keep bringing him up. I've been watching him a lot lately.
yeah. You know, I wanted to talk about this for a while. I want to talk about this. I am a Nintendo fan. You know that.
Yeah.
I love my 3DS. I love Nintendo. Nintendo was like the first company I played with. My first video game ever was Pokemon Emerald. And
Oh, dude, mine was Spider-Man on the original PlayStation.
Nice. But you know, I've been with this company a long time. I love Nintendo, but I feel like they try to rip so many people off, and I feel like they made the dumbest decision of their lives. I fucking hate with a passion the new 3DS.
Why?
It's okay. First of all, I want to start about its name. It's literally called the new 3DS. It is so.
Yeah, it is.
I have to walk into GameStop and be like, "Hey man, I want to buy the new 3DS." That's its literal name, which is really stupid. I find a big flaw in the name. It's like, "Hey man, what you got?" "Oh, the new 3DS." "What's its name?" "The new 3DS." I get
It's
that.
the new
What's its
3DS.
name? Yeah. Like I understand they tried to do something with that, but it doesn't sound right. Like if I went
No,
to a
it
person and be
doesn't.
like, "Hey, what DS you got?" He's like, "Oh, I got the DSi," or I got the 3DS XL." But with this, you literally say the new 3DS, which is really stupid. Second of all, I feel like and most people have said this recently that it is literally the new 3DS is a 3DS XL with face tracking 3D and a C stick. That is all they brought up to the plate.
Yeah, I
Nintendo's
haven't like seen much about it, but I see where you're going.
trust me, man. Nintendo was like, "Oh, rendering games is faster. The game speed is faster." I recently bought Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which, by the way, has taken over my life. I've already invested like 20 hours into one account
You
because
have been talking about that game for a while.
yeah, it's a lot of like grinding. It's a lot of grinding to get better weapons and armor and shit. Well, but that's for another discussion. But I did buy Monster Hunter, and a friend of mine, when the reason why I haven't uploaded anything recently. This will be the first thing I've uploaded since I've been back. I was on vacation in Florida, and in Florida, my friend of mine, who's like my dad's friend's son, he has a new 3DS, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And he was like, you want to see? I was like, sure.
Wait, like the new 3DS that's called the new 3DS?
Yeah, the newest one.
Okay.
The new 3DS. And so I had Monster Hunter, and I put Monster Hunter in the game. And the reason why they made this was to basically run Majora's Mask, the Majora's Mask remake, and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. And I put it in there, and I swear on my life, and this is me, I swear the rendering of the game was just as normal as a regular 3DS. I have a 3DS. I don't have a 3DS XL. It's just a regular 3DS. The rendering was the same. The only thing that was good was the face tracking. 3D screen, and they inserted the C stick so you can like change your camera view and move it around and stuff, which basically takes place of the analog stick, like the D-pad. But I mean, I don't find any inconvenience in the D-pad. I don't find any inconvenience in that. So that's just a waste of my time. And third of all, again, like I said earlier, they made this goddamn thing just to run fucking Majora's Mask remake and Monster Hunter 4.
See, they already did a Majora's Mask thing. Did you see the golden 3DS that just had Majora's Mask that comes with it, and it's got like the Triforce on the back?
Well, that's just the 3DS. That's just like a signature
that's
3DS.
Like a different one. But that one, I think it was built differently just to run that game better.
I mean, like, trust me, I knew that a Majora's Mask or Majora's Mask HD remake was coming up, because if you play any of the Legend of Zelda games, the newest game, the game before Majora's Mask came out was Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds, which is basically almost like a remake of Link to the Past. But in this game, in the very beginning, you're in your house, and in your house, there is Majora's Mask, like the literal Majora's Mask. And at that point, I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna remake this game. They're gonna remake Majora's Mask, and I thought it'd be cool. I was like, oh, cool, it's gonna be on the 3DS. And then they literally make a whole another 3DS just to run this game, which I feel like was a big waste of time and money that they don't have. Nintendo is really low. They're failing pretty hard after the Wii U, they're failing pretty hard, and I feel like the 3DS just put them even more in the hole. And
I don't know. Nintendo's been weird lately.
they have been. I mean, of course, the Mario Party games are gonna give them money. Everybody loves Mario Party. I play Mario Party, and like they just need to stick with what they're good at. I mean, okay, everyone's like, oh, Nintendo. They haven't tried anything new. It's like it's been Mario games after Mario games and different things. That's fine. That's what we play Nintendo for. We play them for Mario. We play them for like Pokemon. We play them for these specific reasons. We don't need anything brand new. Everyone's pressuring them, and then when they try something new, everyone yells at them.
That's true. They keep wanting to branch out, and everybody just keeps pushing them back down.
I'm fine with them staying where they are. I love Mario Party. I love Pokemon, and I'm fine with them keeping it at where they are at. And I don't care if they don't want to branch out. Like Mario Party 10, I swear, I would literally I would buy a Wii U just to have Mario Party 10 or Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD.
I had a Wii U. I may have knocked it on the floor once or twice.
Oh my god.
Did you know they're remaking Super Mario 64 too for the
Really?
HD? Yeah.
Like, is it gonna be pixelated or like 3D
No,
graphics?
it's like new and improved,
I don't know
like
about
improved
that.
lighting and mapping and
Like, I don't know about that, to be honest. I really don't know about that because I never. I was too young. I was born in 1999. I've never been able to play Mario 64, but I have seen much gameplay for it. Lots of adults see this game as very nostalgic. I feel like there's no point in if it's not broken, don't fix. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
yeah.
So why fix? People still play this game. People still have their
I,
N64s. They still have their original copies of N64, Mario 64. They still
I have it on my DS.
they play it on their emulators. They play emulators of it. Why remake a whole other game for it? I just
Yeah.
don't think that's a good idea.
See, that's another thing I kind of wanted to talk about. Um, Nintendo's moving more mobile now. Like you've seen stuff handle way better than a DS on a phone.
Oh yeah,
And so like all the emulators and stuff have been shut down by Nintendo cuz they found all of them. So now only ones that exist are the ones that people have downloaded on their phones. Like Gustavo, they know who he is cuz he's been in our videos. But
yeah.
Gustavo he uh he was trying to find him and all the websites got taken down. So I had to literally share via Bluetooth my files with him.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it's going to be like a paid service where you just have unlimited like older games or newer games on your phone, or if it's going to be like just a bunch of old classics that you can just play for free,
Ah.
which I doubt they're going to do because they always like to charge money.
Yeah. Speaking of 3DS, did you see that new game coming out? Codename Steam.
No.
I think I haven't seen gameplay for it. I saw the trailers. It looks a lot like XCOM, with the turn based thing, and you fight these enemies. Um, I feel like it's like XCOM. You take turns fighting these monsters. You take turns fighting monsters and killing them, and like you have your squad of team. And it's an online game you can play with friends. Yeah. Sure. I'm talking to Miles. I'm scared. My mom says hi.
Hello.
Thank you. But okay. I feel like
Welcome to the Momcast.
this game is like like I said, man, it's XCOM, which is really weird. I don't like that. I don't like XCOM. I don't like turn-based games.
Neither do I, but I mean, Pokemon, that's a turn-based game, but
Well,
it's
not in the
it's
sense that I'm
no,
thinking
but
of.
yeah, it's different, but it's still a turn-based game.
It is, but like, there's strategy involved with Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. XCOM does have its strategy. It has its moments, and it is very strategic. And same thing with Pokemon, but with XCOM, you have to move around your guy. You have to take the shot. You have to make this guy take a shot. You have to make this guy go upstairs. Make him go downstairs. Make him move around this area to get a shot. Make him throw a grenade. And there's multiple layers of XCOM. But with Pokemon, it's simple. You just campaign wise, of course, the story mode of the story of Pokemon. You just go around, beat other Pokemon, and just beat them in the face. Oh no! Oh no, I'm gonna have to cut all of this. Oh my god, so much cutting involved. No. I didn't think I would have to cut a podcast. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Why me? Why me, God? Why me? You back?
Yeah, hang on.
Okay.
Oh my god, a fire!
Oh no.
I'm gonna die.
So tell me when you're ready, and we'll start again. because
Hang.
I'm just gonna start off a new topic and cut all of this out. Did someone
You should
over?
write down what time, so you can find it in the video easier.
Yeah, it was about like 33 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I switched to my phone and my Razer headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, because somebody unplugged the router.
Damn it.
It's fine. I'm going off my phone signal.
Okay, so you can hear me?
Yeah, am I alright?
Yeah, you're good. You're fine. Okay, so one thing I want to talk about, Dying Light. Dying Light,
Okay.
the zombie game.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I don't know. I don't know why it has so much hype. To be honest, I understand that the people that made Dead Island, they branched off from the team that they were working with. They didn't want to play with them anymore. They don't want to be with them anymore. And I mean, that's understandable because they didn't have total creativity involved with it. They didn't have creative like dominance over the game. And so they branched off and they made their own. They basically made their own company and remade basically what they wanted Dead Island to be. But I feel like they fucked up again. They fucked it.
Uh, how?
I feel like they fucked it up again just from for me personally, I feel like it's the gameplay. I don't like the fact that it kind of takes this unrealistic way of this Rising Dead almost way of combining items to make this really ridiculous weapon. Um,
Yeah.
the story was really bad. The story was so generic and boring. I just didn't find it entertaining. You land in the middle of nowhere. I think it's like India or something. Well, I don't know. I'm not trying to be geographically incorrect, but
I don't know
um,
either.
but you land on some foreign area, and then you're looking to kill this guy. You get left for dead. It's just this generic zombie story. If they wanted to make don't get me wrong,
It's,
I liked Dead Island's story. I liked the fact that you were on an island and it felt new and fresh. But this game, they made it look better and they made it feel different. Everyone did enjoy playing fucking Dying Light, but they really fucked up when it came to story wise and gameplay. I feel like they could have been fresh. They wanted to make their own ideas, but it felt like the same game.
yeah, but I mean parkour
And
and zombies.
parkour, newer zombies, and just
See, see, but any zombie game gets so much hype.
true zombie games
Like
for me have been
that
dying.
that one that came out for the Wii U, it
Oh,
totally sucked. Zombie
oh,
U,
Zombie U, yeah,
it totally sucked, but there was so much hype.
because it was supposed to be this innovative zombie experience on the Wii U gamepad.
It wasn't. Tell you that right now.
You know, man, I know you don't watch TV, but I wanted to do you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
So okay, um, I'm a big fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My brother showed me this show when I was a kid, and I've watched it. I even watched the Nickelodeon one they have right now because it's actually decent, but
I've seen a few episodes of the new one.
it's good. It's not terrible, but
No.
in the newest one right now, um, the not really the newest show, but the comics made by John Walt and other creators of the original '90s show. They created their
Yeah.
own comic book series, and of course, them being the original creators of the one of the original shows, it is canon. It is it's canon. It follows the storyline. It's it's everything that happens in there is a canon storyline, and I found out yesterday I come to find out that my favorite turtle Donatello, this is canon. He is dead. He is murdered in the comics.
Yeah.
Um,
See, we have people at the store that I work at. For people that don't know, I work at a comic book store. But yeah, I read the newer one, and people were really upset. Like they came back and they were
like ready for the next one to come out, and they were still complaining about the last one,
I
which I
would
thought was funny.
I would be too, because I was no joke, dude. I cried because Donnie is my favorite turtle, and what happens is the turtles and the Shredder make an alliance because they want to stop the Crane from basically destroying the world. And so they team up, and but the reason why you might be saying like why would the turtles team up with Shredder? The reason why they do this is because they're hoping they want. I don't know what their action was going to be, but they were going to do something to where the Shredder's men and the Crane would fight them, and they were hoping that they would just basically kill each other off, and the Turtles would just be like, "Ha, fuck you, Shredder, we juked you out," and they would betray him in the end, and it would all work out well. Well, the Shredder caught wind of this, and he was like, "Oh, I think they're gonna betray us." So while Donnie was taking care of stuff back at his secret headquarters, he had Bebop and Rocksteady to hang out with him just in case they found out if the turtles really were going to betray them. Of course, they did, and so the Shredder called them up and was like, "Hey, the turtles have betrayed us. Kill Donnie." And the Rocksteady literally takes a sledgehammer and beats Donnie's shell in, like literally beats the shell in, and Donnie dies.
My God.
It is a violent, gruesome death, and I legit cried, dude. Donnie is my favorite turtle, and he's officially dead. There will be they've already confirmed there will be no twist. There will be no Donnie just miraculously not dead. He is dead. He is no longer living.
Is he still in the?
He's in the Nickelodeon show, but in the comics he's dead. I wish I could. I would show like the images on the screen, but I can't. But it is very sad. The picture where Donnie after they find him, motherfucker. Hi.
I don't know what just happened.
Me neither. So, after they find Donnie, they bring him back to the base, and they're like, "Oh, dude," and everyone's surrounding him. They're all very sad. You can see it on their faces. Donatello, he's pissed off and crying. Everyone, it's a very depressing thing to see. I cried, dude. And then it was funny because my brother was like he was messing with me because I actually don't know much about the comic series that this was made, but he was like, "Oh, John Waltz was also talking about killing off Michelangelo because he wants Raphael and Leo to be alone." And I got up and started screaming. I was like, "Why would he do that? Fucking Leo and Raphael are the worst turtles. They suck. They wouldn't work together. They're totally different. They're like polar opposite of
Yeah.
each other. That's stupid." Then he was like, "LOL, JK, just messing with you." I got
that that would literally turn into like the not the last movie they made, not the newer one, but the one before that, where Donnie just like no, not Donnie. It was Raph, and he just kind of went out and became his own like hero type thing.
And now we're talking about it was just called TMNT, the really crappy CGI movie.
Yeah,
You know, actually, speaking of Raph, in the comic series, I don't believe it was the one made by John Waltz, but in a different comic series, if I'm right, the eventually after the turtles kill the Shredder, which is off canon because I don't think they ever do, but
Jesus.
but in this comic series, after they kill the Shredder, Raph gets so angry at the other turtles, he's like, "Fuck all of you!" He becomes the Shredder. He puts on his clothing. He takes and he's like, "I am now the Shredder." He's like, "I realize now that my brothers are terrible people. I can't stand them anymore. The Shredder was just trying to exterminate us. Yada yada yada." He's like, "I must become the Shredder." And he does, and it's really stupid.
Yeah.
I just found that kind of dumb. I understand Raph has his temper, but when would he ever become the Shredder?
You know, when he wants to kill his brother.
because he's like, fuck that, I'm gonna kill everyone else. I don't know. I thought it was stupid but yet funny.
Yeah.
You know what a game came out recently, but I've actually really enjoyed?
What?
Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I feel like they really nailed the character customization on that game, and they really nailed like being a part of the Dragon Ball universe. Like I know you're not a big fan of Dragon Ball, but like still, it's a very fun game.
Sorry, the fire alarm went off again.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll be back. Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't like really follow that universe or like any of the storyline, but I know like the basic concept, and I hate my life.
Me too. But I like I do have to admit though there is actually like the online it's actually kind of hard to get on the online of the game. Like the servers are like really crappy as of now. But what when you actually get online in the game, I know you don't follow it, and for those who don't know what Dragon Ball is, in the show, there's a character named Cell, and it would take too long to talk about what he is, but he's just this villain later on in the show, and he does the Kamehameha, which is like one of the basic moves in the show, but it's called the perfect Kamehameha because he's like the perfect warrior, yada yada yada.
Oh boy.
And you can learn that in the game, and I swear to God, dude, you can like one shot people. I've seen people just do like a basic 3-hit combo and then hit them with a perfect Kamehameha and just win. It is that broken. You there? Oh, I swear to God. One more of this, I'm just gonna like edit all this crap out and then just make it like a 40 some odd minute podcast. God damn it, Miles. Hello? You okay, buddy?
No, I'm just gonna stay on my phone now.
Okay. But I want to tell you that if it happens again, let's just like end it there, and then I'll edit this out to make it like a 30-minute podcast.
It's fine.
Okay. So what else is worth discussion?
I'm trying to think.
I mean, I was thinking about Pokemon, but the newest Pokemon game, I don't care about it. Or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I don't care about that, to be honest.
I thought that already came out.
It did come out, but I mean, I just don't care about it. Everyone's just like, oh my God. And to be honest, I actually did want to get it. I did actually want to go out and buy it. But, I mean, I was just like, I don't feel like buying another game, rebuilding a whole nother team, and just like doing all that like really grinding and everything. So I just didn't get it.
And see, you usually want to wait like a few games after, so they change it up instead of it being like 4 of the same games in a row.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like the same game. Omega Ruby.
They change it up. But
yeah,
still.
Nintendo's really good when it comes to that. But I will admit, though, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do for the next Pokemon game. Maybe they'll be like, hey, let's make a whole nother new game, or how about we remake something like Soul Silver or Heart Gold, or if they, I swear though, if they ever remake Ruby, Red and Blue, or Red and Green, I will play that game. I will go out and buy it day one.
I'd probably play it too.
I think that would be like their biggest seller, because like imagine like a 3D Pokemon Red and Green game.
Yeah, I think almost everyone would buy that.
I would buy that shit day one.
I would buy it too, because those are like the only ones I play. Just the original.
You're not like the furthest in Pokemon.
No, I bought a Vita.
You're like the sixth or seventh person in the world to buy a Vita.
Biggest mistake of my life.
Don't you like carry it around in your backpack like all the time?
Nah,
Uh,
I wanted to sell it
oh my god.
on like eBay, but then I realized they don't make like games for it anymore, and you can't like do anything with it.
Actually, you know what? Like, I'm a big fan of Japanese culture. I love Japan, and I actually do want to play a dating sim, and I would buy a Vita just to play one dating sim.
You
And
can't anymore.
I mean,
They stopped Vitas in general. They're just done because they were running on Android, and they told Android to just
stop.
yeah, and they just kind of left, and now you can't do anything on it except for play the games you have.
And I mean, for anyone who's wondering, a dating sim isn't like it's not like hentai, it's not porn, but it's literally just you. The game is about being able to like just basically make this girl fall in love with you. It's all about just like it's almost like it's like completing another game. It's just like the goal
Dude,
of the game is.
Xbox indie games.
Oh, I don't know of many. I really don't.
No, I'm talking about that's where you can find most of those.
Ah, but Xbox indie games, they're eh, they're kind of
Yeah.
shitty most of the time. They're kind of really shitty most of the time.
Dude, we should totally do that. Just find one online.
And just play it.
Yeah, you like one of us will stream it over Skype, and like we'll talk about our decisions and what we're gonna do,
Oh my god.
and just make that like a let's play.
Jesus Christ.
Be great.
I don't know about that. I know something that'd be really great. I think it'd be awesome if we did like kind of like you know like that wagon, like the wagon game or whatever, like where you're on like the wagon, you have to survive a couple of days. It's like
Yeah.
that would be cool. That would be fun for us to play.
Yeah.
That'd be fun for us to play. What else was worth talking about? I can't really think of anything that's worth talking about right now.
No, neither can I.
I mean, I can't really think. Like we talked about a lot of games that have come out recently, or what about Batman Arkham? Or like what's it called? The newest one, the newest Batman game,
Oh, Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight. I'm kind of iffy about this game.
Ooh. See, ever since I started to hear about that game, the new comic series came out, and of course I bought the first one, and it didn't really explain who the new guy is, but this spoilers again. Joker, he's not dead.
Oh,
He it was like a dummy or something. It
Oh
was
my
something
God.
really elaborate. So when like the doctor started cutting him open, like for his open casket or whatever, laughing gas came out. It killed everybody,
Christ.
and the Joker's still alive. And now he wants to kill Batman. And this new guy, he wants to kill Batman too, but he
Everyone
doesn't want to
does.
work with the other villains, and he kind of wants to be the new hero or something like that. That's all I really got out of it. Like they didn't give away much about him. He was like on 2 pages. But I mean, the graphics in all of those games have been phenomenal.
Yeah,
Like that's one of the reasons why I get them.
but I'm just scared. What I'm scared about is like what if it ends up being another what if it ends up being like almost like Arkham Origins, where it was just really shitty.
You know, I didn't think Arkham Origins was that bad, but
I thought it was.
I mean, it was playable. The storyline wasn't that great. I think they just wanted to add Deathstroke in there.
Yeah.
Like that was the like main reason they didn't want to make a Deathstroke based game and make it kind of like the Deadpool game, and they wanted to make it like their own.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just kind of like iffy about it. I'm just afraid if it just becomes another fuck up.
Well, I mean, I'm not buying it. My dad's the one that buys into the Batman stuff all the time, so I get to play it for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, are you good? Because I feel like that's really
I don't think we have anything else to talk about.
yeah. So yeah, that was Friendscast. That was Friendscast 1. I kind of want this to be a continuous thing.
Yeah, I
It's
had fun.
it's fun. It's actually
You just gotta wait for like more news to come out.
Yeah, it's more entertaining than I used to than than I thought it would be. But
Hang on. Okay.
all right. Well, I had fun, and let's like. I actually do want to make this continuous thing. This is fun.
Yeah, I had fun.
So, if you guys like this, give it a like. I mean, give it a like, and we'll do this every week or so, something like that.
Yeah. Just gotta wait till like news and stuff comes up.
And we'll like we just literally made this on the spot. I just texted Miles, was like, hey, let's do a podcast, and so
Nothing was really planned out at the start, so this
Yeah.
one was kind of slow.
and he made this thing here, like the screen up here, the Friendscast thing. He just made that on the spot.
Yeah,
So next time we'll have a script. Well, not really a script, but we'll have like stuff
like
to
guidelines
we'll-
to kind of keep it
We'll
going.
have like a list of stuff to talk about in a row, so we know what to talk about. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. Bye.
Like,